Hello, this is Michael Emery with Emery EPS Internet Marketing, and we are doing website reviews for the keyword phrase Seattle Attorney. Essentially, what we're doing is we're identifying some of the potential factors why a website is not showing up in the top 3 search results on page 1 of Google for the keyword phrase Seattle Attorney. So we're on page 2, and we can scroll down for position 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we're looking at, I believe it's pronounced Symmes Law Group. So let's take a look and see what's happening here with this website. It might be Symmes, I'm not sure, or Symmes. But, okay, the website looks good here. We've got a call to action, phone number, about bankruptcy, foreclosures, Seattle bankruptcy attorney. Got plenty of content here. Good. Let's take a look and see what the computer sees when it looks at this website. So we can look and see our title here, Seattle Bankruptcy Attorney. Great, perfect. And then we've got the brand. Okay, good. Meta description. It's a little bit long. We need to shorten this up a little bit, and I'll show you why. So we can see all of this is the meta description. I would say it's this part right here, the call 206 for a free consultation, that's getting chopped off. Yeah, even more. So we've got debt. They go all the way up to debt settlement or, and then we see the ellipses. So it's being cut off right there. So essentially, we're running into about this needs to be removed. And so experienced Seattle bankruptcy lawyer, chapter 7, chapter 13, bankruptcy. Maybe fit in like Washington or Seattle chapter 7. We'd have to figure out that arrangement, but we're on the right track here. Meta keywords, I would take these out. They can usually do more harm than good. And we want Google to identify what's on the website based upon the title, the meta description, and then these H1 headings, H2 and H3. So H1, Seattle bankruptcy attorney who gets debt relief fast. That's good. I would take off this quotation mark and this one here. I'm not sure why those are in there, but sometimes what we're seeing here is we're seeing a quotation mark, then Seattle, whereas people are going to Google the exact phrase, Seattle bankruptcy attorney, without that quotation mark. So essentially this is one word right there. So I would fix that. H2, how do I get started? Maybe elaborate on that. How do I get started with the bankruptcy process, or a chapter 7, chapter 13? Latest news on the Symmes Law Group bankruptcy blog. That's good. I recommend that we look into better ways to optimize these titles here. Help is on the way. Nobody's Googling help is on the way in the context of bankruptcy law, so it's not very relevant. Symmes, my apologies if I'm pronouncing this last name wrong here. Please bear with me. Law group practice areas, I would optimize this. Here's a good one. Chapter 7, bankruptcy process. Maybe it should say Seattle, Washington in there someplace. Chapter 7 bankruptcy process for Seattle, Washington, or Seattle chapter 13 bankruptcy process. Here's a good example, debt settlement in Seattle, Washington. So those are pretty good. They just need some refinement. And the rest of the meta content looks good. Let's take a look at the actual performance analysis. And here's where we're running into some issues. Yeah, we're running into some pretty significant issues that have to do with compression and the way that the website is loading. So we're kind of failing here. We're getting 56 out of 100 scores for page speed and why slow, and it's taking 11 seconds to load a website or a web page that is under 2 megabytes, and it's sending out 93 requests. This right here, this download time, is killing you on mobile. We need to be in under 3 seconds, and our team can help you to enhance this website and resolve these compression issues that are slowing you down. So let's actually go to Google itself and take a look at their page speed tools, their developer page speed tools, same thing. Like I said, we got compression issues. This is a very common error, render blocking. It just has to do with the way that the data is being downloaded, what order it's being downloaded, and then some caching. And both of these there's a little bit more leeway with the desktop because people are connecting, usually using a high-speed internet, whereas with a mobile device, sometimes they're using a 3G because of connectivity issues. So it takes a lot longer to download. Now, this is going to be the most important factor. The links that connect to this website are going to determine its perceived authority in the Google algorithm. So if we go to Google itself, we're going to see near perfection. It's going to have a trust flow of 97 out of 100, citation flow of 96 out of 100. It's got a spatter chart that's just incredible with all the backlinks. I mean, we're looking at, add that up right there. Massive number of backlinks. And it's so big, I'm not even going to say it's 7 trillion. It's ridiculous. So then we've got the anchor text ratios. 80% of the links that go to google.com are just random words, totally random. Less than 4% of those words are Google, just that one keyword, Google, and it's less than 3.75%. And there's a lot of variety in there. So when we go to this website, we can see the very first issue, and I can see there's probably been some SEO done in the past, but it wasn't very effective. The trust flow to be top 3 positions, you're going to have an on-site website that's optimized, it's fast, it can't take 11 seconds to download, and the trust flow needs to be 20, 30 minimum. We're looking probably 36 to 40 minimum to be in that top 3 positions. We've got a lot of backlinks here. Unfortunately, we can see that these backlinks aren't the most powerful. We need to get backlinks that are up in here to start to position us. And so we've got a 12 to 1 ratio approximately, 500 domains, 6,000 backlinks, and the anchor text profile. Yep, okay. So we've got a mixture of random anchor text connecting to this website. We've got a URL. It consists of about a quarter of the backlinks to this website. Seattle bankruptcy lawyers. This is triggering you right here. This is probably why you're not showing up higher in the SERPs, in the search engine rankings for keyword phrases like Seattle attorney, because this doesn't look very natural. We can go back to Google. We can see Google itself having less than 4% of its ratios for the keyword phrases. So we're seeing a keyword phrase here that is a commercial keyword phrase, Seattle bankruptcy lawyers. We're pushing 16%. So they're leaning on that. Whoever's done the SEO for you in the past is leaning on that pretty heavily. And you're probably under a soft penalty, and we definitely need to fix that. So Seattle bankruptcy lawyers, Seattle bankruptcy attorney, we're doing okay here, we're better. Still need to be, they're still a little high. I'll bump those down a little bit. And Seattle entertainment lawyer, trademark lawyer, these ones are good. Probably, if you could resolve that on-site issue with the 11-second downloads time, you'd probably have this fixed and rank a lot better. So yeah, we're seeing, these are all commercial keyword phrases here. Kirkland bankruptcy lawyer, Seattle trademark lawyers, a URL, Seattle business lawyer. So we've got a good split in here. We just need to get higher quality links. You need a powerful network like the one that we're using with some different strategies, and also to bring this ratio way down. So totally lay off on Seattle bankruptcy lawyers for now and focus on some other related keyword phrases. So that's something that we can definitely help you guys to do. In short, what we need to do is we need to resolve some of those on-site problems in terms of the performance and the use of titles. The off-site problems, we need to have higher quality SEO campaigns. That's essentially what we're seeing there. With the number of links, backlinks that you guys have, 6,000 plus, you should be, you should definitely have a higher trust flow. It should be at least double what it is, and pushing 30 instead of 11. So if this has been insightful to you, I'd love to have the opportunity to speak to the individual who's in charge of online marketing, and we could plot out a course forward and determine what it is that needs to happen so that this website can be positioned for search results on page 1 of Google for keyword phrases like Seattle attorney, bankruptcy attorney, Seattle bankruptcy attorney, etc. So thank you very much for your time, and we will be in touch. I'd love to have the opportunity to work with you. Thank you.